G'day, it's Ron from Elf Shop Design. Just a short video this time. We're going to add some dumbbells to our gym here in the shed, and I want to build a rack that goes along the side of the wall here under the window. So there's a couple of little challenges. One is we don't want the rack to stick out too far because we don't want to interfere with the area where the power rack is. And also we've got to deal with these plates somehow. This rough stand I made many years ago has been good, but there's just no room for it anymore once we have the rack here. We don't want this thing plonked in the middle of the room somewhere. So to build the rack, I've also got to build a solution for this.
Let's look at the rack design first. It's two shelves made from rectangular hollow section, angle iron and flat bar. They're angled at 10 degrees for ergonomics, with a lip of steel protruding just enough to hold the dumbbells. Triangular frames offer solid welding points for both shelves and plenty of stability without protruding too far into the room.
First thing I did was lay out all the dumbbells to measure how long these racks needed to be. We've got two of these. These are 2 meters long. So all the heavy guys on the bottom and the lighter ones on top. This is very heavy steel. I had this stuff lying around. If you go and buy a rack from like a gym shop, you pay about $300, I think. It won't be as strong as this, but this is also pretty expensive if you were to go and buy steel this thick. This is 65 by 65 by 5mm angle iron, and this rectangular hollow section here is 65 by 25, and it's 3mm thick, extremely strong. And then on the ends we've got 100mm plate, which is also 5mm thick. So next step is to weld the ends, which will hold these things up, and we'll prop the dumbbells up on some blocks of wood to test the height. We want to make sure it's nice and comfortable before we commit to welding this thing together.
This is the plan for the plates rack. It'll be on wheels so we can move it around and clear space for larger workshop projects. I'll probably rearrange where the plates hang off it, but this is the basic idea.
Well, I got some welds on this thing now. You can see the basic frames together. The welds are a bit dodgy, but they're strong. Now I've got to find the pipe. They go up the sides here. Too thick, too thin, too square, too short. Nope. Nope. I knew it. It's a perfect piece in the corner here. The chickens like standing on it, but I'm sure they won't mind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Come back. I'm sorry. I really need it.
After chopping up the pipe, I give them an acid bath, which removes the galvanising for safer welding inside. The steel also welds really nicely when it's stripped raw too.
So I'm going to file the inside of these guys, just take some of the sharp edges off. I've done the same on the outside already. I'm going to tack these in 4 places, so if we ever want to take them off and put something longer on for more weights, very easy to do. That's the thing I love about steel. You can make it really strong, but you can also reverse things if you need to. Well, I gotta say, this worked out pretty well. It's heavy, it's hard to push around, but that doesn't matter because we don't need to push it around very much. I did change the design a little bit. I've got 3 sets of plates on one side and 2 the big ones on the other side here. And also welded on some little brackets here to sit this easy bar. Makes it nice and easy to load up the easy bar as well. And a couple on top here for the smaller pieces. We did actually leave there's another 4 20 kilogram plates. Left them off because we're not really using them at the moment. We're not strong enough. And it does add a lot of weight to this thing. I think the caster wheels are about 80 kilos each. So when you multiply that out, it's roughly 300 kilograms, but it does get pretty heavy to move around. So with this much weight, it's nice and maneuverable, and certainly is very handy being able to get this thing out of the way. The dumbbell rack though is the real killer. This thing makes training so much more efficient. These things do cost a bit of money to buy a set. We've got a couple of 5 kilos going up to 35 kilos. That's enough for us. We don't do super heavy stuff. But the convenience of just being able to grab weights out and go for it is fantastic. My son and I train in here 3 times a week, and this makes a huge difference. So I'm really happy to have invested in making this rack for these dumbbells. It sits nice and close to the wall, really easy to get things out. The heavy ones stick out a bit so you can reach for them easily, and it's just a fantastic little project. Just want to finish by saying, I know there hasn't been as many videos on my channel lately. The channel's been growing pretty slow. I know that's partly because I just haven't been putting as much effort into it as well. It really does depend on you guys. Have a look at my other videos. If you like what I'm doing, liking and subscribing, I know everyone says it, but it does make a huge difference because it shows us makers that you guys are interested in what we're making. So it makes us more willing to put the effort in. So check out my other stuff and please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one.